globalized economy, every region and economic sectoral activity has its own set of priorities abroad. Creating a more comprehensive matrix of these interests actually helps fashion a more rounded and more democratic definition of our own national interest. You could reasonably ask me why this is important. And the answer is that what happens in the world is increasingly vital for India to understand and appreciate. This has always been so, and our history has repeatedly demonstrated the costs of neglecting the implications of external developments. But it is even more so today because in a variety of ways we live in a much more globalized and interdependent world. Now, let me also admit that if there are two terms that are overused to the point of becoming cliches, it is these two. Yet, they represent a reality that is important for us to dissect accurately. Generally speaking, when we speak of globalization, we refer to their more transactional elements like trade, finance, and mobility. Indeed, their aggregates and the regimes that regulate constitute the primary focus of globalization debates. This therefore becomes an argument of which society is more open to the world. Implicit in that exercise is a recognition that there is a choice there. Each nation has the ability to assess its interests, frame its policies, and modulate its engagement. But there are the more existential aspects of globalization as well. One where the elements of choice are much less. The three most vivid examples of them today are climate change, terrorism, and pandemics. None of them are a choice of an impacted society. Yet all of them, as we are currently experiencing, affect us profoundly. A serious discussion on our engagement with the world must therefore make a distinction between the two. Now, few would argue with the assertion that the direction of our development in the last quarter century has been more global.